What up? What up? Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your good brother, J News, with another edition of J News Japan, coming at you with Road to Showdown New Japan Strong, which aired October 30th, 2020, Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on New Japan World and Fight TV. Match number one, tag team match. The DKC and Clark Connors went up against the Regal Twins, Logan and Sterling, tagging for the first time in 6 months. This match went 10 minutes exact. I want to say it was my first time watching the Regal Twins tag together and be in a match together, and it was cool. It was really, really cool, and at the same time, the DKC and Clark Connors worked really well together as well. And it was a very, very good match for guys who haven't been in the ring for long periods of time. Very solid. I want to say good innovative maneuvers between the on the Regal Twins side with their tag team stuff, and even independently, Clark Connors still showing that ferocity, that fire, that chip on his shoulder, as he always likes to point to. The DKC with his loud ass and his big karate chops, which also equate to clotheslines during the match, made me laugh or whatever, because I still don't take the DKC too seriously, but you can see where the talent lies with the DKC as well. But very, very well put together match, flowed very well, very fluid movement between all four members of the team, between all four competitors in the match. No hiccups at all, which was what I was surprised at, being that the Regal Twins are from Kansas City, Clark Connors over here from the East Coast, the DKC from the West Coast and stuff like that. Guys who don't necessarily or generally know each other. Pros. They went in there, no matter how young they are or how hard or how green they are in the business, and they took care of business, man. And I really, really liked this match. Everyone looked good. The Regal Twins won the match on their comeback tag match. Sterling Regal hit the double spike DDT maneuver, which is their finisher on the DKC, and they get the victory. Second match of the night was Carl Fredericks versus Blake Christian yet again. A short match here, only lasted about 6 minutes or so. But what we got for that 6 minutes was what I was expecting from last week's match between PJ Black and Alex Zane. I was expecting more of what I got from Carl Fredericks and Blake Christian out of PJ Black and Alex Zane last week from a pacing standpoint. What I mean by that, and I don't want to go on too long, as I stated in the last New Japan Strong review, is that there's a science to the new age, more modern wrestling, of the dive and high octane, heavy fast paced stuff. This wasn't a heavily fast paced match. It was, I would say, 2 to 3 steps or 2 to 3 paces above what the PJ Black and Alex Zane match should have been, from a pacing standpoint, and that's what would have made all the difference in that match from last week, which is what we got this week from Carl Fredericks and Blake Christian. Yet again, I'm a fan of Blake Christian. I like Blake Christian's innovative and high flying offense and stuff like that or whatever. But the majority of what I like about Blake Christian, regardless of the fact of how long he's been in the industry, is how smooth he is. And at the end of the day, his innovation leads, or should I say, lends to just more of the, oh wow, I never really would have thought of seeing that before type of move or whatever, or how he even turns and contorts his body midair to do a very simple, like a tijeras or something like that, or turns it into a DDT. Just his way to an ability to reverse and contort into basic wrestling maneuvers is what makes him an exciting wrestler. Carl Fredericks, that confidence is still shining through now digging the moniker of the Alpha Wolf, not just the Alpha. They tagged him the Alpha Wolf this week from what I noticed. And when I heard it first, I said to myself, not mad at it, don't dislike it, or whatever the case is. So I think it'll grow on me eventually. But Carl Fredericks won this match with a single leg Boston Crab on Blake Christian to get the win. I feel like they're still trying to find a finisher for Carl Fredericks, which is why he won with a single leg Boston Crab in this match. Because it seems like Manifest Destiny doesn't necessarily. I don't know if it's gone over with upper management or whatever have you. But for him to have to just end the match with a single leg Boston Crab, I'm not sure if they're just trying to show diversity in Carl Fredericks' moveset and him being able to use something other than the Manifest Destiny to finish a match, or if they're just trying to find something else for him to finish matches with. So we'll keep an eye on that. Third match of the night, my least favorite match of the night for whatever reason here. Just because it's an 8-man tag. I don't know if it had to do with Misterioso being in this match or not. But it was a Bullet Club. The Sons of Haku, Hikuleo, Tangaloa, Tamatanga, God, and Kenta up against David Finlay, PJ Black, Alex Zane, and Misterioso. 9 minutes 33 seconds was the time for this match. After the bell sounded when the match ended, there was just some jaw jacking between both sides. David Finlay still having that fire within him, wanting to face Kenta for the right to have that briefcase for the IWGP US Heavyweight Championship. So that match will happen sometime in the future. So not only is Tanahashi vying for that U.S. Heavyweight Championship opportunity, so is David Finlay. So Kenta's got some competition coming his way for the next coming events. Tamatanga and Tangaloa did what they were supposed to do, I guess. I think this was more of another spotlighted match for Hikuleo, in a sense, to see as to how he would come off in one of these matches. Yet again, another spot where I feel like Hikuleo, not even to say it lightly, it's what happened. He dropped Misterioso. Misterioso's a heavy set luchador. I think if the spot would have called for Hikuleo to catch Alex Zane, PJ Black, or even David Finlay midair, it would have gone right into the gunslinger finisher. But since it was Misterioso, it just didn't go off right, being that he's the heavier dude out of all the four. And he mistakenly dropped Misterioso to the ground on the catch, and then had to pick him up and do a pseudo gunslinger, which looked completely awful to finish the match, to say the least. I can't necessarily say that everybody got their shit in during this match, because usually this is what these matches are for everyone to get their shit in. David Finlay spent the majority of the match on the apron. They were talking up the beef between David Finlay and Kenta, where the commentators, Alex Kozlov and Kevin Kelly, during the match, but David Finlay didn't even get much offense in until towards the end of the match, and that went awry anyways. PJ Black was just PJ Black. Alex Zane, when he did get time in the ring, more or less showed what I felt he should have shown in the previous week's match with PJ Black, which was his pacing and his speed. So, for all intents and purposes, I'm not sure what happened in that match last week when it came to that. And Misterioso, not to continuously knock the guy, but he did show some life in this match. He did show some intention in this match, so it did feel like he was more into this match than any of the previous matches I've been watching on New Japan Strong the last several months. So that was a change, so I guess that was a positive. But like I said, Hikuleo hit the gunslinger finisher on Misterioso to finish the match, so the Bullet Club wins over the Hodgepodge 8-man tag of Misterioso, Alex Zane, PJ Black, and David Finlay. So more of Road to Showdown will be coming to New Japan Strong in the next coming weeks. We also have more of the Road to Power Struggle shows that I'll be covering tomorrow night, which were the televised events for November 1st and November 2nd. So I'll be doing a recording for that coming up, and we will see what else happens during the week. So, folks, this has just been your good brother, J News. As always, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. And as always, be good to one another, take care of yourselves, and stay safe out there, folks. It's been a good one. Stay wrestling fan, folks. I'm about this. Peace.